What's up, chef?
Did you start already?
No, 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 not yet. Let me hit the button right now. Okay, and we're live. Okay, we'll start right now, Drew.
You started already?
Yeah, I started already.
I was just getting some melon.
Nice, nice, man. Are we in melon season? What is that?
Tail end.
We're on the tail end. Okay, that's when people ask me what my favorite season is. Actually, oh my God, this is how I should have responded. Someone asked me recently, what's your favorite season?" I should have said melon season because, that's top one fruit, I'd say.
Really? It's your favorite fruit?
I would say so.
I love melon, but there is a season for it.
Sure, sure. Because when you
It's
get a
just it's more expensive in the off season. It's not that it's not as good, it's just more expensive.
yeah, you're
And
absolutely right.
watermelon doesn't hit the same in 35 degrees as it does in 85 degrees.
Yeah, that's true. You bring up two good points, as you always do, man. Another nighttime recap, September 2nd, Monday. Um, we can segue your good points into some good stories. I mean, we've got a
Okay.
lot of sports we can talk about. Where should we start? We've got
Yeah, it's been
football,
a good weekend in sports.
big weekend. A lot of football. Before football, let's talk a little golf. Let's do that.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk golf.
Just for a sec, we'll just give a shout out to Scottie.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this much about this tournament is that's how it's supposed to go.
Mhm.
Like in the current format, like when you are given that many shots, like, that guy's supposed to win.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
and like shout out Colin Morikawa for making something of it, but like at the end of the day, like there's only so much he could do. You
Yeah,
know,
absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, after day one, he had a seven-stroke lead, and it was like, okay. But at
yeah.
least it was a tournament, in the back half. It was Colin and one other guy made a surge late. Stub hero, Mr. Theo.
Sahith,
Yep, that's right. So he did great, but
he
yeah,
did
that's
do
the way
really
it was
well.
supposed to end.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Shout out
seven,
Scottie.
yeah,
62 was it $62.3 million throughout the course of the year.
yeah.
Probably the best season in the PGA we've seen in over 2 decades. So
Mhm. Yeah,
shout out that guy. He's a freak. He's a robot. You saw him in the back nine. Like
yeah.
he just turned it on, and there's just nothing anyone could do.
Yeah, I'll say this. I think the highlight of that round was after he won, putting little baby Bennett in the
Yeah,
trophy.
in
I
the
thought that
cup.
was awesome
Yeah, that was really cool.
in the FedEx Cup itself.
Hmm.
Yeah, nice. That's golf. What else? What else should we touch on? What should we sprinkle in tonight?
U.S. Open.
Yeah, yeah. U.S. Open. The big dogs are out. All of them.
Oh yeah,
Alcaraz out. Djokovic out. I
it
mean, one.
is anyone's tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. One seed. Sinner is in a duel right now with the American Tommy Paul. We'll see how that goes.
Mm.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you
the
this:
Americans have been representing themselves well on the men's side this week.
they have been. You're right. Tiafo also, Mr.
He
Tiafo.
fires me up.
He's cool, man. He's a good crowd guy.
Yeah, he's a great crowd guy.
Yeah. I'll tell you this
He,
about the favorites though. Like those
mm,
guys, Alcaraz and Djokovic, they lost. They got their asses handed to them, and then the next round, the guys who beat them just just got crushed.
yeah,
And I was just like, damn. There's this one guy who beat Alcaraz, and it was Botic van de Zandschulp. And I was like, I mean, this guy's got the name. He's got the makings to make a big run.
yeah.
And we're just never going to hear about that guy again.
I'll never hear Botic. I don't even remember how to say it. Van der Schlanschloop.
Exactly. That's syllable for syllable.
Okay, was that perfect?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It was. I'm not even kidding. Van de Zandschulp. I mean, the guy was just a lead
Oh,
in.
was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, good for me.
Yeah. Good for you.
Okay, what else do you want to get into? There's so much other stuff we can talk about.
We can.
College football. Oh my god. I mean, do we want to even go into the beast of college football yet, or do we want to cover all of our bases before we go into
Yeah.
that beast?
That is a beast for sure. Let's tackle the beast. Let's go a little low high. You go low, I go
Okay.
high,
A
and
little
we
good
try.
cop, bad cop.
Yeah, we'll try to handle this beast of a topic. Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Do you want to be the good cop or the bad cop?
Um, Yeah, I don't have a problem. I'll be the I don't
I
know.
think you're probably better as the good cop.
Okay, you want me to be the good cop? All right,
Yeah.
I'll be
I mean, there's no such thing to talk about bad cop in college football. So we're good cop here.
that's true. That's absolutely true.
I mean, talk about the first weekend. It was it was kind of boring early. Not gonna lie. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Like there wasn't that many great games going on early. It's kind of what happens in this week one. I mean, like Georgia kind of blew out Clemson. That was supposed to be like the great game day
Yeah, looked
one.
good early. Looked good. Looked like tight early, and then they just blew the doors open.
Yeah, just I can't really get behind that Clemson team. You know, they're just they can't score. They don't. They're not as athletic as everyone else. Like I don't know. Like Oregon looked rough
Yeah.
against Idaho, but I mean they'll figure it out. They have 1.5 million transfers.
Hmm.
The Notre Dame Texas A&M game was like a good game, but it was a defensive slugfest. You
It
know, it
was.
wasn't like an exciting game.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I didn't think there was really that many great games
Yeah.
until Sunday night.
Yeah. Which one was Sunday night?
Sunday night was the USC LSU game.
Oh, that was a great game.
That was a great game. That was two quarterbacks playing at an extremely high level,
Hmm.
and good for LSU and USC. Like it looks like they've kind of figured out their defense, like at
Yeah.
least identity wise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They look good, and I think it's safe to call Mr. Moss a stump hero.
Yeah, he's a dude. They both even freaking what's his name on LSU? Why can't I think of his name? What's his name?
Who?
Nussmeyer, the starting quarterback.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nussmeyer, like he was a dude too. Like they both play out of their mind. It's just LSU couldn't put him away. Like that was really all
Yeah.
the difference.
Absolutely. They couldn't put him away. They couldn't. And we got a great podium moment from
Oh
Coach
yeah, from BK Brian Kelly.
BK. Yeah, Mr. Kelly himself. It was good on the podium. Yeah. But yeah, week one's a big feel it out period, like it's
Mm-hmm.
all those a lot of out of conference games. You've got those,
Yeah.
a lot of blowouts. Just like you see a lot of
Mm-hmm.
50 burgers, 60 burgers, and even some 70 burgers, and it's just like,
Yeah.
whoa. But we're gonna
And
we're
then
gonna
you
ease into the season.
Yeah, but then you also have the sprinkle of like the FCS teams who scare the crap out of the FBS teams. I think those are
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, there was definitely a couple of those.
Yeah, like Western Carolina going into the half. I think
Oh my
tied with
God.
NC State.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. But then,
Idaho it was 17-14 with like 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Oregon Idaho.
really?
Yeah,
Damn. Yeah,
they scored a late touchdown and went up 24-17.
they'll fight. These guys will fight forever.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, there was a
So
good Vanderbilt game too.
yeah,
Vanderbilt
that was a
against
big upset. We haven't
yeah,
talked about
Virginia
that.
Tech. That was like, I'd say maybe the stump
That
set of the week. That was big.
Yeah, that game kind of flew under the radar. A lot of people were like, "Oh, this is the year Virginia Tech's finally going to have it figured out." A lot of people are like, "Is they can make a run for the ACC title?" And Vanderbilt, SEC.
Yeah, man. Bad for the brand for the ACC. But I'll tell you what, my cousin is a freshman now at Vanderbilt, and he went
Mm-hmm.
to his first ever college football game, and it was that game right there. And he texted me, and he was like, "Dude, this is the my first game. What a game to go to!" And I was like, "Man, that is an awesome introduction to college football."
Talk about some other teams that are kind of not really flying under the radar, but looked really good. Like I'll say, Miami looked really good.
Hmm.
Ole Miss looked really good.
Almost did look good.
Texas looked really good. Georgia is Georgia. They look great,
Yes.
but like I don't know. Miami looked good, man.
Yeah, Miami, they beat the brakes off Florida. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, Florida is now officially a dumpster fire.
Bad. It's just bad shape. And HBC couldn't had some water bottle issues
Yeah,
after the game too. So
yeah, that's tough. You Miami? Did you see the video of Miami players running off the field of the swamp, like yelling at the Florida recruits, saying like you shouldn't go here, like
no
don't
way.
go
Did
here,
they?
like come to you Miami. Like we run this state.
Wow, that's a bad look. What is that recruiting department doing right there? That
Dude.
those Florida, you know, recruiting guys are just like, oof,
I mean,
the
he just got
recruit,
smoked.
yeah, you just got to eat that. The recruits are looking at these guys like
And they might be right, especially now that Florida State's losing to BC. About to drop the 0-2 on the year.
nuts, man.
Like unless there's some insane comeback, but they're down two scores with like 6.5 minutes left in the game or something like that. So I mean, I think U Miami with Cam Ward, like they might run the state.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What a difference a year makes for Florida State too. It's like the Seminoles
Yeah.
fans are going to be like the tragedy of Florida State. They miss the four-team playoff, and now they're gonna. They said if they lose this game, odds look like a 1% chance to make the 12-team playoff. So
Yeah, I mean they would have to win 10 straight.
yeah, to even
They'd
have
have
a
to
shot.
win. They would have to win 10 straight in the ACC to even have a chance.
Yeah,
I mean, BC looks really good. I mean, they look like the BC of old, where they're running the ball and playing defense.
they look like a good squad with
Yeah,
Bill O.B. at the helm.
Bill OB, like they have a dangerous, like that guy is dangerous. The quarterback for BC, the Castellanos or whatever his
Castellanos
name
guy,
is.
yeah, he's good.
Yeah, and
Guy's
they
good.
have a couple good running backs too. They have the Moss kid, I think his name is, and then they
Mhm.
have the Robichaud or whatever his name is. I don't know.
Yep, yep, exactly,
It's
Robichar.
not it's not Moss. It's a Ward or something, I think.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I mean they have got a 1-2 punch there. So I mean I'd be shocked to see them not win some games this year.
yeah, we could see a lot. Yeah, all that, and there's so much, college football we didn't even discuss, but that's the nature of the beast. So many
Hmm.
games, so many stories. But we'll attack them one at a time. Anything else, man?
I mean, the other real thing going on right now is in the NFL is week one's coming up, but the whole Jamar Chase situation has been very odd the last couple days.
What's the latest update with that? I think that is something. Is he still in street clothes around there, or what's?
Yeah, he didn't practice again today.
Wow. So you're
Yeah,
telling me I should be ecstatic that I got T. Higgins late in my fantasy draft just
you
now.
should be ecstatic.
Wow, I'm happy about that, man, because there could be some juice there.
Hmm.
Yeah. I like that move. I like that move a lot. Yeah, I like that move too. Nice. I'd say a little salute, another nighttime recap.